Hi. I'm right here, Rack. Hi, how are you doing? Um, yeah, so I I wanted to sit here and talk for a moment and kind of just, I wanted to talk about a few things because I've noticed lately that a lot of people in many different groups, many different things are being a bit down and being a bit sad. There's no one individual person, and I'm not like a lot of different people are doing different things, and I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to talk about how you guys, how everyone that I know means so much to me, and I wanted to let everyone know my thoughts on what it means to be sad and what it means to be happy, or what you need to do in life. Different things. And I've been meaning to want to talk about this for a while, and it just tonight, for some reason, it particularly hit me tonight that I wanted to really really discuss this. So I don't think anybody aside from maybe Rack right now and maybe Squeakies are going to really show up to see this. Um, because I know if Rack's here, Squeakies is somewhere lurking as well. But I wanted to share my thoughts on things because there's a lot of people I know in many different friend groups that have been struggling late, and it's beginning a little bit worse and worse. And I want to just let you all know that it's going to be okay. He's AFK. He went to put something away. That's fair. But I want you to know that you guys are going to be okay, and that it's okay to be in a state where you're not okay. I know that's really silly, and I really somewhat don't know why I'm doing this. I mean, I know why. It's just a matter of I really want to be able to help everyone. I want to help more people because I feel like I don't do enough. And so this is an attempt to try and help more people, to try and help a lot more beings who might need it, because when you guys are sitting there, people, just people in general, I've seen a lot of people that are struggling, and they're thinking, oh well, I can't do this thing, or I'm not good enough, or I don't deserve X, Y, and Z, or I'm not happy, or I'm not, I'll be forgotten, or something, some relative feeling towards loneliness, sadness, and just otherwise just being upset and depressed. And I can't help but feel like that nobody, a lot of the people that I've met, haven't had someone to really tell them or teach them how to be in a better state of mind. And granted, I can't say that I'm the best person to be able to say this. I myself have many a times that I struggle with my own forms of sadness. But I found in my own experience that there's a strong correlation between your thoughts or your I guess you could say, your attitude towards any given situation, and the way that you want to achieve. Like everything in life, from what I have found, correlates between what you want and what you guys, or it's so hard to, like, I had all my thoughts on a in just in all my thoughts are in my head and they don't want to come out correctly, which is really funny to me, because I had been thinking about this all day today, because I've been hearing a lot of sad things about many different people, and it's been making me really, really think about it, about wanting why am I happy? Why am I able to feel a sense of peace and contentment, and even if it's for a brief moment, why am I satisfied with my life? And I think it boils down to your level of success in life and what you want, whether it be happiness or money or whatnot. It all comes down to your emotional state, and to not necessarily emotional state, but to your outlook, the way that you view the world. If you go out into the world and you think, I know it's really cliche to say, but if you think positive, then you're going to get a positive outlook. I know it sounds really cliche, but it works. It really does. And it doesn't even have to be anything major. You can't just go around the whole world just say, I am happy, I am happy. And you need to genuinely feel it. And it's a hard thing to learn. You need to learn what it is in your life that is genuinely making you happy. It could be a little things. And another aspect of feeling happy and trying to learn what happiness is, in my opinion, is when you go around trying to find, you need to learn how to make a mental barrier of positivity. What is a good practice is finding appreciation. Yeah, but you can't, if you just focus on the negative in life. Like, I disagree with that, Liberty. I actually disagree with that fully. Because negativity never brings out positivity. In no case can you sit there and go, you can't sit there and honestly tell me that having a negative outlook on life and negative thoughts and constantly putting yourself down will result in a positive outcome. In order to achieve a truly positive outcome, you need to have a positive outlook. You must have a sense of what you want, what you think, what you appreciate that you have, and where you want to be. These aren't negative thoughts that you can have. Negative thoughts is thinking, what do you not have? Why should I bother? And stuff like that. There's never a moment where negativity will result in a positive outcome. And I've always found that whenever I allow myself to get into a well of negativity, that a lot of times, if I can't pull myself out, I will turn to my friends, of course. And I still disagree with that. Negativity makes positivity all the sweeter. No. Negativity dilutes positivity, if anything. If you bring negativity to any positive situation, no matter what it is, you're essentially diluting the positive thing that you have. You're finding the faults in what is otherwise a good thing. To bring out positivity is to enact more positivity. I don't believe that there will ever be a good outcome unless you can give me a good example. I don't believe there ever will be a good outcome for bringing about negativity to any situation. When I just wanted I've been sitting here thinking for a while about this, and I know that I'm not like an expert on these things, and I'm not anyone who probably knows what I'm talking about. I probably don't. It's likely that there are far more smarter people than me, but from my own personal experience, all I've ever found out of negativity is that it drums up more negativity. Yes, I agree that it is a negative experience. Not appreciate. Uh-huh. That's different. So that is a negative experience, and without appreciating that no, no, I don't. I strongly disagree with that. What that would end up leading to is more so regret, which is still a negative outcome. You are regretting not gaining or not appreciating what you had. I think that to view that in a positive light, you would know that yes, of course, that appreciating the hugs. Oh. Well, like I said, I'm not no expert. But honestly, I just wanted to sit here for a minute and just talk about what it means to be happy and to, I guess, better understand my own thoughts and feelings towards being okay and sharing what I've experienced. Because I want to find more ways to bring about a positive change with my friends and and the people that I am around. Ugh. I don't know. I really think that we sometimes lose ourselves in the sense that we are not able to find happiness outside of our distractions. And I've noticed many people can't seem to grasp abilities to be happy or at least be satisfied outside of their distractions, whatever it may be. They've Okay, I agree with that. And I'm sure that what I am saying may very well, like, upset someone. And that's not my intention. And noises. But I just wanted to spread a positive message for a bit. Just letting everyone know that no matter what you're going through, no matter what what struggles it is that we all have dealt with, that we are going to be okay. And a good point that is proving this state, that no matter what is happening in your life, that you will be okay, is if you look back. If you take a moment and look back at all the times that you have not been okay, and you have sat there and you've struggled, and you've had a situation where you were not happy, or you were distraught for reasons known only to you. If if you take a look at the ratio at how many times have you failed at coming back from whatever it is, you'll find that you have a success rate of 100%. A guarantee that you will find a way to return to a normal and happy life. You will get to a point where you'll be able to find something, or find many things that are going to make you feel happy. You're going to be able to be okay, and you're going to be able to do the things that you want to do again. It just takes time, which is another cliche thing to say, but it does. It takes time to find the answers to whatever problem it is you're dealing. And a lot of times it's internal. You have to look inside yourself. No one is able to understand you better than you. And frankly, you won't be able to... There's a lot of noise going on in the background. There's a lot of noise. anyways. Um, it's really thrown off my train of thought. I think if we all took a moment in our lives and paused for just a moment and looked and counted many things, or counted the things that are good in our lives, things that we're appreciative of, you'll be able to bring about a happier, more successful life, and you'll be able to put forth the effort needed to find that happiness. Just simple things. It doesn't even have to be anything complicated. Just the fact that you're breathing, you can see, you can hear, you can speak, you have a family, whatever it may be. You're alive, you can breathe, you can walk. Some people can't. Just little things that'll bring about that appreciation of life and what you have. If you count the things that you have, all the little luxuries, like you have a computer, a phone, clearly, because y'all are over here looking at my little TED Talk, and you take those little appreciations and you stack them on top of one another. You're building a barrier in your mind to block out those intrusive negative thoughts and to help build a bridge towards a more positive outlook. Little things like that, I feel, help me from time to time. And it's only when I forget these little things, which is very common for people to do, including myself. Whenever I forget about these things, that's when the problems start arising. That's when we start allowing ourselves to feel sadness, allowing ourselves to feel loneliness, and feel like we will be forgotten, that no one cares, that your life is not worth it. You are worth it. Every single one of you who are alive today are worth fighting for. And sure, it would be nice if we had everyone had a superhero for them. But in a way, you do. You have someone that can save you already inside you, and that is you. You are your own superhero. You are your own best friend, and you are the one driving force that can enact the greatest change inside of you. You are the most powerful and outstanding, most breathtaking creature alive today. Because you have the potential to find happiness. You have that potential. Just like I do. We all have that potential. And it is not easy. It's not easy to recognize. The world has been filled with many many plots of negativity, and we see disasters and sadness everywhere. But I feel like if we can only remind ourselves of the goodness that we have in ourselves and what amazing things that we can do. You can do things that I could never dream of doing. I'm sure there is 100 things that you have that I only wish I could be. I could do or say. You are unique and special in every way, and have the greatest ability, and that is to love and to grow. I think one other issue is that we have a hard time as our generation of loving ourselves. I found that many people will turn on themselves and see themselves as ugly, as a monster, as something that is not worthy of love and admiration, of being helped, of being wanted. These are all things that are nowhere close to being true. And I want to say now that if you're feeling these ways, you're feeling any kind of way about yourself, that you are not someone who deserves to be happy, that deserves a chance, well, then you're wrong. Everyone is able to feel some kind of happiness. And I don't know. It's hard. It's hard to be able to find the time to be able to think about yourself and to be able to enact a sense of self-love and trying to bring about a change in your life that is for the better. It's hard. But just know that you're not alone. You're not alone, and you're never going to be able to fail as long as you keep trying. I've got so many distractions right now. There's so many distractions right now, and it's really fucking messing up with my train of thought. Oh, I'm struggling so hard right now. Just trying to give a positive message for everyone and trying to make sure everyone is happy and will take care of themselves. And then in the second I try and do this, every distraction in the world decides to show up. But it's fine. I know that know that we're not always. We are our own worst critic. We 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 never give ourselves enough credit for the work that we do, both for ourselves and for others. And I think if we just give a little more time to try and pat ourselves on the back and show the appreciation to ourselves of what we have accomplished. I mean, you've accomplished so much. I'm sure if you're watching this, whoever, you've accomplished amazing things already. You've woken up. That's a good one. If you haven't woken up, you went to sleep. I know I haven't been able to for a few nights. I've struggled with sleep. Sleep is very hard for me nowadays. And it comes in ways that are not fully understood by me. I think it has a lot to do with the level of stress that I put myself under. I worry about things that I really shouldn't. But that's okay. Just like everyone, we learn and we grow. We try and find ways to bring about a better, happier scenario for all people. I don't know. I'm rambling at this point, I'm sure. I'm not making any sense. And it's probably never really going to be going any further than this. But I just wanted to talk about it. I wanted to let people know that I'm here and that I want to be there for you in more ways than just being the funny man on the screen. I want to make sure that everyone takes care of themselves, and I want to make sure that everyone knows that it's okay to feel happy. It's okay to want to be happy. But it's also okay to be sad at times. Just as long as you don't linger there. Don't linger in sadness. Do what you need to do. Take what you need from it. But then move on. That way, you can find true happiness. I've thought about many things in regarding to what it means to be happy and whatnot. And I've also thought about the sense of legacy and feeling forgotten. I've thought about what happens if no one remembers me. Have I made an impact enough to be able to merit someone remembering my life? Have I helped enough people? And honestly, I don't know. I'd like to think I help people. I like to think that I do a lot of things for people in trying to better them, better myself, and try and make sure everyone comes out on top. But I don't know. And really, I'm grateful. I'm grateful to you guys. I'm grateful to everything that's happened to me over the couple years that I've been on Twitch and on YouTube. I'm grateful for the house that I live in. I'm grateful for my friends. I'm grateful for the opportunities that I've been given. And I'm grateful I have the ability, no matter how small, to try and make a difference and an impact on other people's lives. I'm grateful to be here so I can help. And honestly, I think that's what I want to do more going forward, is helping people. I know that I've been debating on leaving Twitch and stopping everything. But as much as I do enjoy streaming, and I really do, I enjoy making people laugh and being funny and being the little tiny being that everyone loves to make fun of. I don't mind. I like being the butt of the jokes, because if I am the butt of the joke, that means that somebody gets to laugh at it. Someone is happy because of me. I have brought a smile to somebody's face. And that premise of making people smile, making people laugh, bringing joy and happiness to others, that's why I do things. And honestly, that's why I'm going to keep doing things. I have realized lately that I have had a tremendously fortunate opportunity from where I was. I had found rock bottom in my life. I was homeless. I had no job. I had nothing. I had my computer that I was able to run around to different coffee shops to use Wi-Fi, and that was about it. I scrounged up for food, whatever I had from family or whatnot, and jumped from place to place to be able to stay. And then someone came into my life. Well, someone was already there. It was my grandmother. When my grandmother came in, she just went, "Look, you can either sit there and wallow in self-pity and just continue to be in this rut that you're in, or you can pick yourself up, let me help you if needed, but pick yourself up, get yourself together, and go make a difference in your life. Go and strive to be better." And she'd help me. She made sure to help me. But the primary point being is that she was there for me. And she wanted to make sure that I was okay. And that's really what I want for others. I want to make sure people I know, friends or not, that everyone is okay. And that if they're not, I want to know that there's a way that I can make or help them to become better. Just know that if you are going through something, it's not going to last. If you got people in your life that are genuinely terrible to you, or just you live in the most horrible situation, don't worry about it. Let them go. Let them be their hateful selves. They're only seasonal people. Don't put your lifetime expectations on them. You're only going to bring yourself down. Save those lifetime expectations for someone who wants to stick around. I know I do. A lot of my good friends are people that I have trusted and felt that they would stick around, and they have. And I am eternally grateful to each and every one of them. This community, I may not be a furry, but the furry community is genuinely one of the nicest and sweetest communities I've ever been a part of. I am so grateful to have met so many people that I can now call my friends. It means so much to me. I really am sorry if I've rambled and probably said the same points a few times. And, but yeah, I kind of just wanted to get that out for a bit. I wanted to get my thoughts out. And just try and share some of the love and positivity that has been shown to me all the years. Go ahead, Mr. Levity. What do you want to say? No, I'm not. I am not a furry. But I'm very happy that I am a part of the furry community. I'm so very grateful that I have met so many people and gotten to know them, and they've opened up their hearts to me, and I want to do the same to them. I want to make sure that the people that I care about know that their little moments of trouble and strife is not the end of the world. That we can find ways to be happy. We just need to be able to try a little harder than what we are. Just put that little bit of effort in. Give it a little push and see what you get. You'll be surprised at what you find. But yeah. trying not to get emotional. I get an itchy ear. But yeah. How has everyone been? I trust that everyone has been good. That you all are having a good day. And that y'all are enjoying your time. That's good. That's good to see. Honestly, don't know what I'm planning on doing from here. I just wanted to sit here and talk for a bit. I'm sure that the premise of being a sap on the internet trying to motivate people to feel better in their lives is probably seems like cringe or cliche or silly, but I feel like we don't have enough positivity. We don't have enough people going around trying to motivate and inspire people nowadays. And I'm not the best at it, but I hope that I've helped somebody. I hope somebody stumbles across this video or this stream. They stumble across it, they listen to what we've talked about today, and they just go, yeah, that helps. It might, I hope that it makes someone's day better. But I guess you guys are considering yourselves lucky. I was planning on doing this with what I'm gonna do. Yee, I did you stretch. But what I want you guys to do is that I know that it's not a very long stream. I wasn't intending for it to be. I wanted to get my thoughts out. And just put it out there for people to hear and people to see. And maybe it might help someone. If you do anything, try and well, what I can say to that, Liberty, is that if they've changed, if that situation has changed who you want to be in life, and you feel that you cannot be happy because of this situation, or that you have to be hateful in order, or not hateful, that's the wrong word. You have to be negative to be able to get a positive outlook from this situation, then perhaps you haven't truly let go of the situation. Because the longer you harbor things like that within you, the worse you will feel. And ultimately, you will have achieved nothing from this. The only person that's getting hurt here is you and those around you. Yeah, you should move on. Just let them go. There's no sense in worrying yourself and worrying or letting things like that fester within you for someone who's not even here. Like I said before, you should not have lifetime expectations for seasonal people. The people in life, the people that we meet in life are like branches and leaves on a tree. Alright? For most people, they're like leaves. The wind blows, they go and fall off the tree in a heartbeat. Another gust blows, they're over here. They can't stay in one place, and they can never decide on what they want. Now, some people are like branches. They'll stick with you for a while, but you put a little pressure on them. You give them just a little bit of nudge, and they'll snap right off. They'll make you think that they're really part of your life, but they're not. Now, those type of people, you just gotta let them go. Don't hold on to branches or leaves in your life. They're not worth it. They'll wither up and die, and if you hold on to them, you're just hurting yourself. You're carrying extra weight that you don't need to. Now, if you find one or two good friends, one or two friends that are like the roots of a tree, well, those are the people that you should hang on to. Those are the people that will stick with you forever. They'll never go with you. And you are truly blessed if you have just one or two roots of your life. Those are the type of people that will never ever give up on you, no matter what. And as long as you treat them right, and you treat them fairly as they would treat you, then they'll stay with you. They'll stick with you, and they will give you all the love and support that you'll ever need. The roots are the most important thing in any plant. And relationships, whether it be friendships or whatnot, are very much like a plant. They are some of the greatest things. Because, much like a plant, your relationships can't survive without roots. And it takes time. It takes time to move on. It does. And you may have learned the lesson, but you haven't mastered it. Mastering and learning a lesson are two different things, and one is extremely harder than the other. It takes time. And it may take some soul searching to be able to find the way to master it. Because if you have any part of you that is still harboring things like that, then ultimately you haven't fully let go. And you may need to do some searching to find a way to let that one aspect about you heal and feel at peace with whatever the situation is. It's not worth stressing and worrying yourself over. It never is. So, yeah, it is. But don't let that weigh you down too much. You might miss out on the opportunities life gives you. Because if you focus on that weight that you're carrying around, you might walk past the one person that holds the key to unlocking it. Never forget that. But yeah, I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I appreciate anyone who came in to see this little rant that I decided to do. I hope it helped you in some way. I hope that someone out there is benefiting from what I had to say, and I hope I've brought a little joy to everyone's life and a little bit of night. So, without further ado, thank you guys so much for watching, and stay mysterious, and stay positive. Because positivity is the greatest thing in this world. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. I will see y'all again probably tomorrow. I'm not really going to do too much tonight. I'm going to hang out with peoples. And, yeah. Thank you guys again for watching. And stay amazing. Every last one of you.